Battleground Tigers and Skyview Storm, right?
Yep.
That's all right, because tonight the Battleground Tigers take on your Skyview Storm. Skyview High School is here in St. Paul says thank you for your attendance.
I should have got binoculars. It's 3 minutes.
Battleground's 4-1, 1-1 in league, or 1-0.
This says 5-1.
That one's.
Is this wrong?
Skyview's only 2-3.
I think they're 3-3 according to this is the Battleground 1-1-1 lost to Camas, and then these guys are 3-3. I think that's a week old.
Oh, they did play Mountain View.
Yeah.
One of the goals of education-based high school athletics is learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one of those values that makes these games an educational experience. Thank you for your cooperation, and we hope you enjoy the game. And now, please stand and remove your hats as the Skyview Pep Band plays our national anthem.
This VPS Game Time broadcast is brought to you in part by the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools, getting kids to school healthy, happy, and ready to learn. For more information, go to www.foundationforvps.org.
And good evening, everybody. It is game time live from Kiggins Bowl, where the Battleground Tigers take on the Skyview Storm. Battleground 5-1, Skyview 3-3. I'm Dan Tilkin. My day job, I work for Coin 6 News. I anchor the 4 o'clock news, and alongside me, Leonard Berry doing the color commentating, a student at Clark College trying to make his way in the world of broadcasting. How are you, Leonard?
Doing good tonight. I'm excited for this matchup here. We got two of the topper teams here in the 4A, and one of these teams will be going away very happy tonight.
It looks like Skyview will kick off. Battleground will be returning. We've got two quarterbacks here, pretty accomplished. The Tigers will come out with their quarterback Gunnar Talkington, who has thrown for quite a few yards, and Skyview quarterback Brody Barnum, of course, whose father knows a thing or two about football. He's the head coach at Portland State. I don't know if he is here tonight. The crowd looking a little sparse. That's because of the rain, right?
Yeah, this rain is going to be keeping a lot of people away, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out tonight. Battleground's aerial attack may be tampered by this rainfall we have tonight. And Skyview's rush defense not as strong as it has been in years past, so we'll see if Battleground tries to take advantage of the wet conditions here tonight.
Yeah, running the ball will be a premium. Do you have any idea who's got the better line?
From what I've seen so far this year, Skyview's defensive line has not been able to hold their own against the run. We will see Battleground's line very used to pass protecting. Gunnar Talkington has the most pass attempts so far in the 4A GSHL. He's thrown for 1,785 yards this season and 17 touchdowns. So we'll see if they can get used to maybe run blocking tonight.
I was talking to Paul Valencia at the Columbian, and I said, hey, tell me about Battleground. He says, well, they throw the ball, and then when you're not thinking they're going to throw the ball, when you're thinking they're going to keep throwing the ball, then they run the ball. So it is kind of that aerial attack. They are setting the ball for Skyview. The rain is coming down, but the rain, it's not bad. It's not the pouring rain we had before. The Hardy students over there are dressed in pink for us, the storm. Here we go. That's a pooch kick to the 30, received by Battleground. That is the up man, number 23, it looks like. Prince Grote, senior, 5'9", 225.
And already, Skyview, they did that pooch kick a couple times last week against Camas. Recovered one of them. Didn't recover most of them, but still, it's been working for them so far this season.
So you think they're trying to do that to actually recover the ball versus trying to minimize the return?
Last week, they were definitely trying to do it to minimize the return. This week, maybe just because of the wet conditions. Not trusting there in Wyatt Stallman's foot as much tonight.
Okay. So we've got Tigers QB Gunnar Talkington on the veer handoff. That's number 11. That's Isaac Brundage. He is a junior, 5'7", 155. Gain of about 1.
So a little bit of not what we're used to from Battleground. Usually coming out throwing right on the first play, taking a deep shot.
So much for the aerial assault. Maybe they're setting them up. Okay, we've got Talkington. We've got twins right. We've got single split out here to the left. And we've got an up back there. So Talkington with the snap, going left, keeping the ball. That doesn't look like he has any designs on throwing. Tackle, we got a flag thrown there right at the 33. What do you think that is? Hold?
Possibly holding. Maybe it looked like Skyview's linebacker might have led with his head, but I didn't see anything on that hit.
You're right. You've got holding. It's going to march them back. It'll still be second down. So going to lose 10 yards here.
Battleground playing cautiously so far.
Yeah.
We'll see here on second and long. Probably going to the air now. We'll see if Talkington tries to air it out.
Let's see how old's the ball boy. He's a teenager, so he should be able to keep that ball pretty dry. You got to, if the ball boy's a young kid, 10, 11, he might not do a great job keeping it dry, but he looks like he knows what he's doing. All right, second and 19 to go here. We got trips right, one split out to the left. Oh, he's keeping the ball. That's a draw play. Goes for what, about 7, you think?
Yeah, it looks like 7-yard gain there. It'll only make it a very manageable 2nd and 12.
Right.
But 3 runs in a row. Very strange.
Okay, so it's third down. So I haven't seen Battleground in person. Do they always huddle, do you know? Like that?
Yes, typically. Skyview will play with the no-huddle tempo. Battleground a little bit more conservative with the before the play lineup.
Same formation. They are throwing. Screenplay. That's number 12. Curtis Stradley, senior, 6 foot, 230. Didn't get very far on that. Didn't fool the Skyview linebackers and their defensive line. They did get back about 14 of those yards, but it is 4th down, and they are in punt formation. Who is that back to receive? I can't see that number there. My eyes are getting old.
It looks like it could be number 6, which would be Tavis Pinky.
Okay.
Can't tell because he's sideways.
Oh, that's a bad snap. Does Skyview see it? They do. He gets it off. Good hands there. That's Peter. Get away. All right, so Skyview will take over 1st and 10 on the 30 after holding Battleground to a 3-and-out. So what are we going to see here with Skyview?
What we're going to see is a very balanced offensive attack. We're going to see Angelo Sarchi. We're going to see Hayden Frober. We're going to see Devon Green. They're all going to run the ball right in between the tackles as much as possible. And then after they've worn you down, they're going to try to air it out with Brody Barnum, the senior quarterback that has been leading this team for a couple of years now.
He's a pretty big kid. He is listed at 6'3", 210. Does he have a strong arm?
He has a very strong arm. The rain may not help his grip on the football. I saw him last week at Camas. He made a couple of bad throws that he usually is right on spot with.
Tavis Pinckney loses yards there, loses 3.5 yards. So far we've got a theme going on here of running the ball and not getting very far on either side. So we've got 2nd and 13. Trips right, single receiver out to the left, the same formation that Battleground was running here. He's throwing the ball. We have a bubble screen. It's number 14. Travis Yajko? Yako?
Travis Yako.
Okay. Travis Yako.
Barnum's favorite receiver when he is out on the field. Goes to him quite often.
He's a senior also. Here's the replay here. Want to see what happened? Bubble screen. Receiver needs to pick up that that DB there.
Nice open field tackle there by Max Randall.
Yes. Similar formation that we have tight end. Barnum overthrows his receiver there. That's number 3, Cole Grossman. Big kid.
And right there you see Battleground sends the blitz, and that is one thing that the Skyview offensive line has been very bad at this year, picking up blitzers, giving Barnum any time in the back of in the pocket to throw the ball to his receivers.
I hope I got that number right. Was it number 3 or number 5? My apologies if I got that wrong. Okay, so now we have back-to-back punts, and that is not a good punt. That's not even going to get to the first down marker, and it may roll back. Oh, my, that's a 5-yard punt. That got 1 yard beyond the original line of scrimmage. So Battleground is set up in great position here.
Yes, they are, and that is one of the side effects of not having a punter on your team when you have to have the quarterback punt for you.
Did they have a punter and lost him? Has he always been the punter?
Barnum has been the punter for every game I've seen so far, which would be 4. So I believe that he is just the starting punter on this team.
Okay. All right, we've got 2 in the backfield there. We've got twins out to the right. Talkington hands off right up the gut. Number 12, Curtis Stradley again. This is some conservative football we're seeing here in the first 4 minutes of the game.
So it is 2 passes from Skyview, 1 from Battleground. Probably going to see that number get up there a little bit for Battleground.
Let's see the replay here on the dive play. They led with the fullback. Not a lot of trickery there. Pretty straightforward football. This is like 1987.
Yes, it is. You see Michael Lundgren and number 33, Austin Nolan, just shoot through that A-gap on the blitz. Really expecting Battleground in this full house formation to be running the ball.
Looks like Talkington's changing the play there. 2nd and 10. Maybe a busted play. Wow, that's some good collision there. Talkington hitting number 1. Number 1 coming up on the play there. That's Angelo Sarchi. So it looked like that was a busted play.
Yeah, it looks like he thought his running back was going to go right. We'll see it on the replay here. He looks right for his running back. No one is there.
No.
Takes it to the outside and tries to get as much as he can out of that.
All right, 3rd and 8 for the Battleground Tigers. Got a little power eye formation here. He is throwing, rolling out to the right. Got 2 receivers really close. Going to look back to the left. Keeps it. Right there on the sidelines, out of bounds. Gain of about 5 or 6.
4th and 3 now. We'll see if Battleground goes for it. Probably, most likely.
Looked to me like maybe one of the receivers wasn't in the right spot. You don't generally want to have 2 receivers in that close quarters. Makes it easy for the defense, obviously.
Talkington on the rollout looked like he was looking for the post across the middle of the field, and it seemed to not be there. You see him snap his head back right there looked for it and just nothing there.
All right, 4th down. Battleground is going for it. They've got about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Let's see what they do here. Same formation. Oh, pitch left. He may go all the way. Down at the 2, down at the 1. They got a generous spot there. I thought his knee was down about a yard earlier. They are moving it. They are in good shape.
That was a beautifully designed play, and if Stradley goes outside on the corner, it's probably a touchdown.
Here's the replay. Little option left. Fake to the dive. Pitch to the running back there, and he's on trucking. He's trucking the line.
Let's give a lot of credit to Gunner there. Beautiful read on the triple option with pressure in his face.
All right, here we are. 1st and goal. Up the middle. Skyview stops and maybe lost a yard. I think they're going to give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage.
Skyview, after giving up over 250 yards on the ground last week to Camas, has decided that they don't want to get run on. They are sending linebackers almost every play.
Skyview's got a big defensive front.
They do have a big defensive front. The problem has been for them the past weeks, the linebackers aren't in the gaps on the run fits that they need to be in to stop, and they've been getting carved up once the running back hits the second level.
Number 77 is listed at 315. That's a big man. All right, here we are. 2nd and goal. Talkington looks like he's changing the play. And he doesn't get much there. We can hear the coaches below us yelling, Battleground coaches, yelling, timeout, 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 timeout. I assume that was Battleground wanting the timeout. Did not happen. All right, 3rd and goal. What would you call here?
Play action rollout, I would think. Get the ball to your hands of your best player. Let him make something happen.
Okay. To the wide side of the field, the right side of the field?
Yeah, you got a lot of room on that wide side. Devon Green's playing in on that tight end. You've seen 2 runs in a row.
All right, 3rd and goal from the 1.5. Pitch right, cuts it inside. Skyview's there.
Beautiful gang tackle there by Devon Green and Michael Lundgren. Devon playing that force outside on the run. Cuts back in. We'll see it here on the replay. Look at number 7, Devon Green, top of your screen. He goes outside, makes the running back cut in, and Lundgren is right there to clean it up.
Yeah, that's great outside leverage there. So not going for a field goal here. 4th and goal.
You got to throw it here, right?
Man, maybe inside slant to the left. We have timeout called. Who called that timeout? Timeout Battleground. That is their first timeout of the game at 4:34 in the first quarter. Knocking on the door. Do you think they're talking about a field goal here?
Maybe. They may. I would say that they wanted to see how Skyview lined up. They probably didn't see what they wanted and maybe either changing the play or going for the field goal.
Okay. Do you know whether Battleground has a good kicker?
I do not. I haven't seen Battleground's kicker this year, and in high school, kickers are sparse.
Yes.
To say the least.
Back in my day, we had the old toe kickers. And, it's amazing how that went away because the guys that I played with, they could really boom the ball. But soccer kicking has been around for a long time. Okay. If you're a Twitter user, you can follow VPS Game Time to get the latest schedule information and more. The Twitter handle is @VPS Game Time. We also share good sports news from around our area with that account. So follow us today. We might just follow you back. It's all about the Twitter followers. I just went over 4,000 recently. It's on the way to 5,000. So if anybody wants to follow me, Dan Tilkin Coin, I'd love it. No special prizes awarded. All right, what do we have here? Power eye, and now we've shifted.
We got a full house here for the Tigers.
Yep. The Reed is keeping it. He's going to get in. That is the quarterback, Gunnar Talkington, in the end zone. No flags, 6-0 Battleground. What'd you see there?
Well, we're going to see on the replay here. We're going to see Battleground go right back to what got him down here. Once again, number 33, Austin Nolan bites on the fake handoff. Talkington makes the fantastic read, keeps it. No need for the pitch man as the corner is swallowed up outside by the receiver.
All right, they're going to go for one, so we're going to see what kind of kicker they have. Nothing like having a senior quarterback.
Nothing at all. Between Barnum and Talkington, we've got 2 of the best quarterbacks in the region here tonight. If only the rain would stop, and it looks like it has. So we can see him air it out a little bit.
Yes, that'll be fun. And then kick is up. Kick is good. 7-0. Battleground Tigers trying to go to 6-1. Skyview trying to go to 4-3. We'll see what Skyview has in store here. What do you come back with for your Skyview?
Well, hopefully positive yards. They're probably going to try to hand the ball off to Frober. Hayden Frober, he's been a workhorse for him this season. He's gone over 500 yards rushing this season already. So we'll see if that offensive line can open some holes from him. But also on that PAT, he almost kicked it out of Kiggins' bowl, and you're kind of wondering why they didn't kick the field goal.
He's got a leg. We'll see how far he can put it here. Maybe they go for the pooch kick or maybe a squib because it is wet. Makes that ball harder to hold on to.
See something tonight that you rarely ever see on turf, which is the actual water spots where it's been raining that hard.
Yep. This field is in good shape. Okay, they're setting the ball here. And Skyview is putting 2 receivers back. Number 7, Devon Green. And number 6, Tavis Pinkney. Let's see what happens here. Skyview did a pooch kick to begin the game in their kickoff. Battleground counters with a squib kick. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to throw a flag here. They keep changing the rule on this so many times. I can never keep up with it. They get the ball at the 40 or the 35-yard line. Is that where they get it?
35-yard line in high school, it sounds like.
Okay.
And so the squib kick there backfires on the slick surface.
Right.
If that hits someone, it probably works out great.
Yeah. I don't know if you watched the University of Washington Oregon game last week. Washington was determined not to allow Oregon to return the ball, and they did short kicks, punts, and kickoffs near the sidelines, which negated the Oregon's ability to try to create something big on the run back. And that was part of their strategy, and that obviously worked.
I don't think that was the biggest concern for Washington last week.
Right. That was some serious demolition. Okay, we have Skyview trying to answer Battleground's touchdown. There's a handoff. Was supposed to go up the middle, but he veered out to the right, and Battleground is there.
And that was Hayden Frober right there, but Battleground sent 2 through the middle and really clogged up that hole. Nowhere for him to go.
Looks like they lost maybe a foot there. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Skyview needs to get something going here. Quarterback Barnum gets snapped, looking to throw. A lot of pressure. 23 wide open there, right in the middle. Had the pass not been out in front of him, he would still be going. Could have possibly split that seam and maybe scored. But they get their first down of the night.
We'll have a replay. No coverage by Battleground. They send the linebacker, and Frober comes right past him out of the backfield. Nice catch there by the running back out of the backfield.
Yep, that's the downside of blitzing. You leave somebody uncovered. All right, we have 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff up the middle. That's a nice gain. Close to the first down. They mark him short, about a yard short of the first down. Be 2nd and short for Skyview.
And right there you see what Frober's done so long this season. The offensive line opens up a nice hole for him. He sees the cutback and uses it to pick up 9.
Okay, didn't you say 14's his favorite target? Just came into the game?
Correct. Travis Yaiko, number 14. He was out for a couple weeks. He had a shin bruise, but he came back. He picked up that shin bruise in the Eastside Catholic loss, but he is back now, and he's once again being targeted by Barnum.
All right, Barnum with inside screen pass. Doesn't fool Battleground at all. Not at all. You're supposed to create a seam there as the offensive line, and there was orange and black filling that seam there.
There's orange and black everywhere on that play. The corners got around the wide receivers, and the linemen got around the linemen that were trying to block them up, or the linebackers got around the linemen trying to block them upfield.
Yeah, so they lost a couple of yards there. So it is now 3rd and 2. And Skyview is quarterback. Just looking over the defense there. Reed over the left tackle there. He gets first down, no flags. That's going to be first down, Skyview. Some power football.
Frober just hits the hole as hard as he possibly can. As soon as he gets the handoff, he sees that hole and he just goes.
Okay, so we've got now 1st and 10 as we see the replay here, but that's the play you're talking about. Back to live action. We've got a whistle. Play is stopped. What do we think we have? A delay of game? Oh, official timeout.
Looks like a broken chain, gang.
Ah, there we go. We have a wardrobe malfunction, equipment malfunction. You know, I love doing the chain gang whenever I can volunteer for my kids' games. I can see you right there.
You got the best seat in the house.
Best seat in the house. All right, here we are. 1st and 10. Another handoff over the right tackle. He's got room to go. Down to the 26-yard line. That is a nice gain. Gain of about 13.
And we'll see here on the replay. Jeremiah Wright, the wide receiver here on this bottom side, he is all the way 15 yards up the field blocking his man. You're not going to see it here on the replay. There he is coming into the screen at the last second, but he was well up there opening up that space for Frober.
Another first down for Skyview. We got movement. It looks like it's on Battleground. Looks like Skyview line, like the line, held its ground. That's the call. Encroachment against the Tigers. They get 5 free yards down. Now it's 1st and 5 on the 21.
Brody with a bit of Barney ball there with the hard count, drawing the D off sides.
Yep. So Skyview, as you're saying, doesn't huddle. They do this, go to the line, make the defense wait for you, and try to put pressure on them. It's a keeper on the left. Look at that. Shovel pass. That's a nifty move. That's a Russell Wilson move. Looks like you're going to keep the ball, make the defensive end collapse on you, and then you toss it to your receiver in the flat.
Bit of a dangerous pass.
It is dangerous.
He threw it right when he got hit, but
Yes.
it worked out for him. And Skylar Martin picks up the first down.
Do you think this is one of those plays where the coach is going, no, yes?
Looking at it on the replay, very much so.
All right, they got a first down out of it. It is, they can get another first down on the 3. Keeper doesn't fool Battleground at all. Number 77 right there for the tackle. That is a nice penetration. Somebody missed a block there. That's a lookout block.
That's number 77, Spencer Matz, the senior linebacker for the Tigers. 6'2", 205. Not the easiest guy to block there when you've got that combination of size and strength.
Yep. Okay, so they lost a lot on that. They lost 6 yards on that play. So it is now 2nd and long. He's got a receiver in the flat there. Nice stop, move, and spin. That gets some of it back. That gets him back close to the, a little bit beyond the original line of scrimmage. So that'll make it 3rd and 7.
We'll get a replay here, and we'll see another great open field tackle by Max Randall. Saves a touchdown. He's sliding on that water, but still manages to get Pinky by the jersey.
All right, so you can get a first down here. Do you think you try to pick up the first down, or do you think you go for it? I mean, you're kind of in that no man's land.
I'm thinking right now you're probably looking for Jeremiah Wright, number 21 on the fade, and Skylar Martin on the quick release.
You're right. Well, there's number 4, overthrew him. That was number 6, Tavis Pinckney. Yeah, just needed to wait just a second longer to allow that play to develop a little bit. They may put a little bit more air under that.
You might be able to blame that one on the ball a little bit. It has been getting wet, but
looks like they're going to go for the field goal on 4th down. They are about 7-8 yards away from picking up a first down at the 2-yard line. So here we are. Kicker number 4. Wyatt Stallman, is he the kicker?
Yep, that's Wyatt Stallman, the junior kicker. He's been pretty consistent for them so far this season. Did get a PAT blocked against Camas last week, so we'll see. He got it blocked off that left end. We'll see if Battleground comes around.
We've got a flag. Dead ball. Delay a game against Skyview.
It's a good thing, too, because Stallman shanked that kick well left.
So they're going to have to add 5 yards to the length of this kick and try it again. Do you think this changes the coach's mind after that kick he just saw? Staying out there.
I don't know if you really, this is quite a far first down conversion.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have really a better option because you want to put points on the board after Battleground just did.
Yeah.
But if you miss this kick, it also isn't that great for you either. So.
Right. So we got a warm-up kick, do-over here. See what he learned from the first time.
See if Battleground comes around that left end.
And it's... Oh, good. Just got it over the upright. From here, we couldn't tell. I actually thought it was short, so the distance plays tricks with your mind. So here's the replay. Look at the kick. And it just gets there right over the crossbar. So with 9 seconds left in the first quarter, Battleground 7, the Storm with their field goal 3. It's nice for them to answer.
Yep, you know the old saying is you'll take points any way you can get them. So getting down there, missing the field goal, luckily getting bailed out with a penalty, they will take that right there.
Right, you'd never want to move backwards, but when you miss the field goal and you get a redo, that's great news. So do you think, well, we'll get to that in a second, but we are going to tell you that students and parents, there's a great event coming up to get you ready for life after graduation. Future You will be held at Hudson's Bay High School on October 25th starting at 6. Meet with representatives from colleges, training programs, trade schools, and the military and more. There will also be sessions on how to apply for financial aid. The event is free and open to every Vancouver public school high schooler. That is October 5th starting at 6 p.m. in Hudson's Bay. All right, do they do a little pooch kick again here?
I'm going to think so.
Yes, they do. Same place, same man catches it, and about the exact same result. They got maybe a couple yards farther than last time.
I guess there's no real risk in the pooch kick other than it going out of bounds, but even if it goes out of bounds, they get the ball at the same place as they would after the return, so low risk, high reward on the pooch kicks for the Storm.
So maybe if you're Battleground, next time you receive the ball, you put your speedy guy right in that spot, because, hey,
you never
counter
know.
'em.
I saw a couple weeks ago, I was doing the Bay Evergreen game that was right here on VPS Game Time. They actually did a fake handoff on the kickoff.
Oh, really?
They went for a 97-yard touchdown.
Okay.
So you could always try that there.
Okay, we've got a handoff up the middle. Got about 3 yards there. That is the end of the first quarter as the horn sounds. We're going to switch directions with the Battleground Tigers 7, the Skyview Storm 3. So higher scoring, lower scoring, or just what you thought it would be?
Just what I would think for the weather that we have tonight, and both these teams getting warmed up. We're going to take a look at some of the highlights here from the first quarter. We're going to start off with that triple option that got them down to the 1-yard line. Talkington pitches it off to Stradley, and Stradley bangs his way down to the 1-yard line. And then the nice play by Devon Green on the 3rd and goal to keep the Tigers out of the end zone, but they do end up getting in. Gunnar Talkington on the triple option again takes it in for his 8th rushing touchdown on the season. Here we have Barnum finding Frober out of the backfield, one of the plays we talked about that helped that offense towards their field goal. This is Frober just taking an inside zone and getting a lot of yards on it. And then Barnum's little shovel pass to Skylar Martin that set up that Skyview field goal. As you see a nice Portland State football sign in the background for Barney Ball.
Okay, back to live action here. Battleground with the ball, second quarter. Dive play. That was on 2nd and 7. They gain about 2-3 yards. It'll be 3rd and about 4.
And I think this is the last thing that Skyview is game planning for from the Tigers.
Yeah, this ground attack here that we see. All right. Live action, 3rd and 4 in the shotgun is Talkington to Battleground. Changing the play. We're actually looking over the sidelines to figure out what the play call is. Kind of taking a page out of what Skyview is doing. Switching the fullback there. Another dive play right up the middle. Running hard, and he has the first down.
Skyview so used to seeing Battleground air it out. Not a lot of teams run the triple option anymore, and most people didn't know Battleground still did.
Apparently they had to dust off the playbook. I was a triple option guy in high school, and so I like seeing it. Love seeing the riding the fullback there and deciding whether to pull the ball and whether to continue out and doing the pitch. Okay, so we have 1st and 10 from the 48 for Battleground. Talkington in the shotgun, running the ball, keeper over the left side. Little trickery there because they lined up 2 fullbacks on the right, looking like they were going to do power football right, and instead took it left.
Talkington showing he can do it both with his legs as well as through the air. A lot of people see him as just a pocket passer, but he has ran for quite a few touchdowns this season. And on the other side of the ball, Barnum, known for his running ability as well.
We have 2nd and 5, 6 here. The rain is coming down. It stopped for a little bit, but now we've got a steady, mild rain. Going deep. He's got him beat by a step. I thought maybe if he laid out, he could get there. Not quite.
It was a very pretty ball there from Talkington. Waited just a little bit too far for Max Randall there, the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's only the 2nd or 3rd pass we've seen Battleground do tonight. They had him beat. He had a step. He had the play. He had isolated one-on-one coverage. The safety had gone over to the other side of the field. All right, here we have the double fullback here on the right, power football right. Will they go right? They didn't last time, and they do go right with the option. He keeps the option. Close to a 1st down. Think they gave it to him?
Looks like the referee on the far side is going to give him that spot. And the chain gang is getting ready to move. We'll have a replay here.
So there he reads the defensive end. The defensive end went after the running back, so Talkington keeps it and gains about 7.
And let's not discredit this Battleground Tigers offensive line. They're doing a great job pushing the Skyview defensive line back so far.
They seem to like this formation here. 1st and 10. Pass. Can he get there? Nice catch. Good concentration. Wow, look at that. Down to the 4-yard line.
And right there is why you see Gunnar Talkington is leading the 4A GSHL in yardage. An absolutely beautiful ball there to Max Randall. We'll see a replay right here. Play action, and just puts it up where only his man can get it. Number 13 there, Javon Sewell, has absolutely no chance on defense. And that leads to a big play for the Tigers.
Do we go back to power football here if you're Battleground?
Yeah, why not, right? It's worked.
It's worked. Wearing down Skyview's line there. All right, 1st and goal from the 4.5. Pitch, option right. Talkington takes a big hit. Running back is in after eluding the tackler. A touchdown, Battleground. No flags, into the end zone. 2nd touchdown of the night.
And that right there was number 24, Bailey Buckner. Not listed as a running back, listed as a wide receiver, but coming out of the backfield and making a nice run on the triple option pitch.
Yeah, as we watch this replay, Battleground has just become an option team.
And it's something that Skyview can't handle. O'Day, when they played O'Day and lost 35-32, they gave up over 300 yards on the ground to O'Day's consistent triple option. There's another nice kick there from Battleground's
Strong
kicker.
leg, yes. The extra point is good, 14-3 Battleground, and they showed great efficiency going down the field there.
Mixture of run and pass, but I want to go back to the O'Day game. O'Day in that game, their quarterback in the 4th quarter, I was keeping stats, 0 for 2 on passing attempts with 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter for 14 yards. O'Day ran for over 300 yards, running the ball every single play, and Skyview could not stop it on the triple option.
So are you saying they only threw 2 passes the entire night?
They threw 2 passes the entire game,
night.
And they won the game 35-32, and Skyview could not stop the run.
Wow. Yeah, O'Day is a power from the Seattle area for folks who don't know. And it's good to see schools here playing schools up there so we can get a better idea of how they actually compare. Because there is somewhat of a Puget Sound bias, I think, when we see the polls. Because most of the folks up there that are involved in the polling are in Seattle, and so they know those schools well, and not so much Southwest Washington or Eastern Washington.
And it's so hard to rank teams when you just
Right.
don't see them consistently. You can never really tell. The stats don't always tell you the bigger picture.
Right, exactly. Okay, so Battleground here is going to kick off. This is their second kickoff of the night with 9 minutes left in the second quarter, I should say. Looks like they're kicking it. Another squib kick. That one's going to go out of bounds again, so that'll go to the 35, and Skyview does not get a chance to run the ball back.
And if you're Battleground right now, you got to be feeling really confident in your defense. They did a great job on the first drive, limited them to a field goal on the second, and you've seen that your offense can move the ball on the Storm defense. So I would expect Battleground to come out very aggressive here, maybe dialing up a couple blitzes to stop that Skyview run early on.
Now, when Battleground played Union, they had a stellar first half. It was blowing Union out, and then kind of went to sleep.
Yeah, opened up that game 29-0 going into halftime, and then all of a sudden Union comes storming back, makes it 27-29 with just a little bit left in the fourth quarter. So we'll see if they kind of lull to sleep.
Oh, interception! Wow. That is a linebacker knowing his situation. Saw that same screen that Skyview ran the last time they had the ball. They weren't fooled then, and this time fooled even less. Look at the replay here.
That's number 12, Curtis Stradley, the running back on the other side of the ball for the Tigers, making a nice play there on the seam up the middle on the tight end.
Boy, it's like he knew the ball was coming. Right place at the right time. We saw that play last possession for Skyview. It didn't go for very much, and they tried it again. They obviously saw something they thought would work. Flag thrown here. What is the penalty?
12 men on the field.
Yep.
That was number 3 for Skyview. Kahlua Higgins, or for Battleground, excuse me. Number 3, Kahlua Higgins, was in the huddle, running off the field as they came out.
You know, those mental errors can be very costly, obviously, because often when you have a turnover, you want to take a shot and try to make a statement, maybe throw the ball downfield. Well, instead, you shoot yourself in the foot and lose 5 yards, and maybe that kills your momentum a little bit here. Talkington in the pistol. Looks like he's going to throw, rolling out to the right, looking back on a swing route. Pass is complete to number 24. That is a nice gain.
That's Bailey Buckner again. Beautifully designed play there, realizing the man coverage. They do a rollout to the right. We'll have a replay here. As you see, rollout to the right. Buckner picks up the block. A defensive end trying to cover a running back out of the backfield. It's never going to go well, and he takes it for 20 yards.
That was a nifty play. Got everybody rolling to the right. And then you've got weakness over on the left flat, and they exploited it. All right, we've got 2 receivers to the right in pistol formation here, power pistol. And option right again, and he pitches the ball. Skyview looks like maybe it's learned a thing or two about guarding the option maybe during the last time out there.
Yeah, nice job there by the corner, staying contained, causing that running back to go all the way to the sideline. Not sure if Talkington needed to pitch there.
Right.
Seemed like he could have cut up for a couple yards, but didn't want to take the hit this time.
Yep, you've got to, as a quarterback, you've got to read that defensive end. If the defensive end comes at you, then you pitch the ball. The defensive end goes for the running back, then you keep the ball. If you run a load block where you have your running back take out the defensive end, then you're going to option either a linebacker or a defensive back. All right, well, here we are in the pistol again. Pitch left. Can he get the corner? Skyview with the leverage. Look at that.
That was Angelo Sarchi there, coming out from his nickel corner position.
That's 2 plays in a row where Skyview looks like they've figured things out.
Yes, somewhere, somehow, I guess on the one play that they had on offense, they decided they didn't want to get ran on anymore.
Yep. Figuring out that option, trying to force Battleground to do something different and go back to maybe something that they practiced against all week.
On here, the replay, we see Sarchi dragging down Buckner out of bounds. Good job there by him coming up from the corner to help in the run game.
Power formation left, perhaps changing the play here. Slant pattern. That's a nice play, seeing the weakness in the defense.
It is a nice play, and it looks like it's going to pick him up the first down. And Talkington's ball is just so accurate. His receivers know right when they make their breaks, the ball's going to be there for them.
Right, you see here he gets the ball up by his ear, short throwing motion, kind of like a catcher in baseball, gets that ball out of there quickly.
Yep, and that's Max Randall there on a catch. That is Talkington's favorite receiver. Over 400 yards this season so far.
1st and 10 on about the 19. Skyview stopped Battleground twice, and then Battleground's made progress. And here's Skyview answers, is up to the challenge there. Not much for Talkington on the keeper.
Yeah, Talkington there stood up by Chad Eichste from the outside linebacker position.
Glad you've got good eyes. It's hard for me to see those numbers from here. Should have brought binoculars.
Yeah, being an alum of the school helps a little bit, knowing who's
so
on the team as well.
You're a Skyview guy?
I graduated from there, yes.
Okay, right on. So is this hard to stay neutral when you're calling a game?
Not as much as you'd think. I was quite a neutral fan when I went to the school, so
okay.
Always diagnose the weaknesses of the team.
Yes, you've turned on your professional hat here. Okay, so we have 2nd and 9. Talkington back. Play action pass. Oh! That was dangerous. Through the hands of the receiver. It could have been picked off.
When you see passes get batted up like that, usually they end up in interceptions. Luckily, you see that one hit the turf for Talkington. If he had a little bit more time, he had someone open in the back corner of the end zone, but that pass rush from Skyview was bearing down on him.
Okay, we've got 3rd and 8 from the 18-yard line here. Actually, no, the 14-yard line. Excuse me. Talkington back to pass, looking for the receiver on the comeback route right there on the sidelines. He's very close to the first down. It's going to depend on the spot there.
Looks like they're going to mark him out of bounds, 2 yards short.
Yeah, maybe did he step out? Because it looked like he got it.
And that was Max Randall again. And he's really blossomed into one of the best receivers here in this area. Runs nice, crisp routes and has really solid hands.
So from our distance, it looked to me like he stayed in bounds and got the first down, but obviously didn't. On 4th and 1, will they do some more power play? Look at that, trying to draw Skyview off sides. Almost got him.
Surprised we didn't see a flag there.
I am surprised too. I am very surprised. This isn't the NFL.
School, yeah, in high school that's usually an automatic flag.
Yep. There's a dive play. It's going to be close. The side judge isn't giving it to him. Not giving it to him at all. Boy, I think they're saying no game. Skyview stands its ground on 4th and 1. That's huge.
That is huge. We're going to see here on the replay. It looked like he had it. The Storm just bottled up. Number 66, the offensive lineman for the Tigers. That's Trevor Geiger. Kind of gets in his way. He could have fallen forward and picked up those yards he needed, but as it turns out, it's going to be Storm ball on their own 5-yard line.
Yeah, Chad Eichste, number 31, coming up big there. Junior, 6'2", 200 linebacker. He was there, slowed him down, and everybody, all his friends came to help out.
Really
all right.
bailing Brody Barnum out after the interception as well.
Okay, so handoff. Big hole on the left side, gives him a little breathing room, gain of about 5. I thought he was going to go for more, but the Battleground got there, rallied to the ball quickly.
Battleground with excellent open field tackling so far tonight. They've limited Skyview to what could have been a few big plays to very average gains.
So Skyview picks up 5 of the 95 yards they've got to go if they want to score. Oh, can't do that. Last time I checked.
Well, there's 5 more.
There's 5 more. Hey. Pick up a free first down. Number 60, 68. He's trying to time the snap count, and he didn't.
Well, and we can see Battleground is going to send the pressure.
Right. So
if
Barnum was smart. If he saw him coming and delayed the snap count, very, very smart.
And if you're the Storm now, you saw them want to bring pressure up the middle. If you're going to run it, want to try to run a pitch or a toss or something to the outside.
All right, look at that. Skyview doing what Battleground has been doing, option right. Barnum pitches the ball, and a nice gain of about 14 yards.
Good call there by Matt Hamlin, the offensive coordinator for the Storm. Barnum makes a good read, pitches off Frober, cuts back, and gets 13 yards on that one.
All right, the rain's starting to come down a little bit harder now. may affect any passing we see. It's a dive play on the right side. Battleground rallies to the ball. Good outside leverage. Gains about 2. All right, coming up at halftime, we have a lot of fun stuff for you. First, a performance by the Skyview High School Marching Band. Then we'll have an interview with the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools about their annual chest drive, see how kids are helping other kids in need. Plus, learn more about potential bond measure coming up this February as Skyview throws out into the left flat and Battleground is there. So you can learn about the bond measure coming up this February and how it would affect local schools. So that is coming up tonight at halftime, all those things. Here's the replay.
Battleground flying to the ball tonight. They diagnosed that screen, and they are there. Once again, that is Max Randall with another open field tackle.
Calling his name a lot. All right, 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 here on the 31. Does Skyview throw the ball? I hear coaches yelling for a screen. Here we go. It is a screen. Look at that. Beautifully blocked. Spin move. Nice play. That's a gain of about 35 yards for Skyview on that screen, considering the last screen they did was disastrous. This one, great shape. There is a penalty flag, though.
We'll see a replay here before this flag. And good job there by the Storm linemen to let their men get past and get upfield. Forward makes some nice moves here. Spins right there and runs into Jeremiah Wright. Could have gone for more, but Curtis Stradley was there.
Bad news for Skyview fans. This is all coming back. They did call holding, and maybe that's why the play worked so well. Somebody on Skyview was holding Battleground Tiger, and the play is coming all the way back, and they're losing yards. Very, very tough break for Skyview. If you're Battleground, you're very happy right now.
Yeah, and you can see on that replay, number 52, I'm not sure if that was who they called the penalty on, but number 52 had a handful of the Tigers' defensive end jersey on his way to sack Brody Barnum.
Man, and you're out there and you're not in the pile, they see you, and easy for them to call. Okay, so now it's really long. 3rd and 18. Barnum back to pass, looking over the middle, has his receiver right at the first down marker. They pick up the first down on 3rd and 18. Skyview with the big play after the big penalty.
Jeremiah Wright, the Storm's key receiver, not always involved in the game. We'll see here. Barnum staring him down the whole way, but so what? Makes a nice catch there at the first down marker. And after being out for the first 4 games of the season, it's very nice to have him back for the Storm.
Yeah, that's courage for the receiver to go up like that, knowing those 2 defensive backs are right on him. And we have a handoff over the right side. Gain maybe a yard. Yep, they're going to give him a full yard on that. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 43. 44, actually. No, 43.
Battleground really stacking the box so far here in this second quarter. So if you're Skyview, you got to try to go over the top and beat them. You got one-on-one coverage.
Now the pass. Oh, batted down. Battleground getting their arms up. That's great awareness if you're a defensive lineman.
Or maybe you don't try to go over the top. Barnum had a pass picked off earlier, and now he's had a pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. So,
yeah, not easy to bat down his passes. He's a tall kid, whereas Talkington is only about 5'11". Barnum's about, 6'2"?
Barnum's listed as 6'2" or 6'3", I believe, but he looks a lot taller than in person.
He does look taller. Okay, so now we have 3rd and 8. Barnum back to pass. His receiver wasn't looking for the ball. Maybe we have a miscommunication there.
Maybe. That's number 3, Cole Grossman. Doesn't get a lot of snaps on the offensive side of the ball, so him and Barnum may not have that chemistry that he has with Yaiko or Wright or Pinkney.
It looked like maybe Barnum thought he was going to come back to him, maybe do an out, but he was still running downfield. The ball ended up to the right and to his feet. So Skyview will punt. This is their second punt. And remember the first punt?
Yikes.
Yeah, yikes is right. It only made it a yard past the original line of scrimmage. This punt, much nicer. Not a big kick, though. Battleground's going to let it bounce, and that's going to take a fabulous Skyview roll. Look at that. Perhaps a mistake by number 11 in Battleground not to field that.
so. Brody Barnum with a quarterback career, a baseball career, and maybe a punting career in his future.
Yeah. One of the coaches are talking to number 11, Isaac Brundage, about why he didn't field that, because you're taught over and over again, put your heels on the 10. If it goes over your head, let it go. If it's in front of you, field that, and that bounced about the 15. And so it took a very, very kind Skyview bounce, and now Battleground is in the opposite situation where Skyview was in. Skyview had a long field, and now Battleground has the long field. So the tables have turned on field position here.
If you're Battleground, you've shown that you can run the ball on Skyview so far, though, so I don't think you're that worried about a safety. We'll see here on this first play what Skyview decides to do if they want to bring any pressure.
Right. Will Battleground try to get themselves some more room with some power football here? They don't really not set up in a power formation, but it looks like maybe
there was a movement on the defensive line of the Storm.
They get a gift. They get a gift.
Skyview was bringing the blitz. They wanted to get in there and try to force that safety, but now it looks like a lost cause.
Boy, this opens up your playbook quite a bit if you're Battleground. You're no longer worried about getting caught in the end zone.
You got one-on-one coverage, it looks like, on the outside. And Talkington has a beautiful arm, so we could see something.
Oh, yeah,
here.
look at that. The safety is coming up there, so if he sees that, instead of the dive play over the left guard, gets a little bit more breathing room. But you're right. On the left, they had one-on-one coverage there, and if they wanted to go for a big play, it was possibly there.
Talkington with the arm strength to do it, especially if it's to his Max Randall. Talkington and Randall seem to be in sync every second of the game.
Let's see a replay here.
It's your average dive right up the middle. Gets 2 to 3 yards. Nothing too special about that one right there.
2nd and 2 from the 10-yard line. Dive play. Off, bounces it out left. He's got some room. There's a flag thrown. Will he catch him? He pushes him down at the 43-yard line, but it looks like it's probably coming back.
Yep. The far side, or from us at least, the far side corner turned his back. You'll see here on the replay. Watch at the top of your screen. Buckner goes outside to right. Oh, you can't see it, but number 13, Javon Sewell, turned his back, and right then the Tigers receiver decided to push him.
Yeah, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's a 50-yard penalty. That's painful if you're Battleground.
Yep, and especially after you saw the Storm get a holding penalty on their big play, now we see the Tigers get a lock in the back on theirs. Penalties absolutely kill drives.
Battleground will get another crack at it. First, we have to reset the chains.
So they do pick up the first down.
So it must have been a spot foul.
Correct. In high school, I believe block knocks the spot foul.
Okay.
And
you know what it is in Canadian football?
And now the clock beginning to become a little bit of the issue. The Tigers decide to stay this run heavy.
1st and 10. Quarterback keeper, left side. Talkington picks up about 3 yards. Did not fool Skyview.
And after getting beat around the left side or the left edge last play, Skyview more prepared for it there as Talkington dropped for a short gain.
Now, Battleground has quite an accomplished lineman, Brick, right? Brady Brick. He's going to go to PSU. He's been offered a scholarship, so they probably are running behind him quite a bit.
You can see him there, the left tackle, by far the biggest lineman in the game for either team.
Number 73, Brady Brick.
He's 6'4", 270.
Going to play college ball. Option right, gives it to the fullback. And once again, second play in a row, Skyview's not fooled. They crash down hard.
It looks like Battleground not too concerned about scoring here as the clock runs under 2 minutes. And with Brick, you wonder what kind of relationship there is as Brody Barnum, the son of Bruce,
right,
is going to play for him next year.
Right, so Skyview's quarterback's father is the head coach at PSU, and he's offered a scholarship to the left tackle for Battleground. So he's watching. He may have mixed emotions as he watches here. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. Handoff on the left side, breaks a tackle, and looks like he got the first down.
And there, once again, Skyview, the linebackers just not in the positions they need to be, as Stradley runs right up the middle for 10 yards and picks up the first down.
As you said, clock may be a factor here. 1:29 left in the first half.
And there goes Stradley right up the middle. The linebackers non-existent.
Do you think there's any chance Battleground throws here?
I would hope so. I like watching Gunner throw.
Okay. Risking that if you throw the ball that maybe you turn it over. Boy, that they were not fooled at all. That's 3 plays in a row. Looks like Battleground's trying to run the clock out here. He loses quite a few yards. 3 yards there, maybe 2 yards.
You can lose the ball on a fumble right there, too. So
That's
if
true.
you can hit that soon.
And the rain is still coming down, and it seems to be getting harder. There was a time when the game first started where the rain had stopped, and then it's progressively been coming down harder. All the fans, except for a core group of students from Skyview there, all dressed in pink, they're underneath the cover. Okay, we've got 2nd and long, 2nd and 12 for Battleground. Skyview is going to rush for maybe a blitz here, bringing the linebackers, faking it. He drops back. He breaks a tackle up the middle. If he can get a block here, he could go for quite a ways. Goes out of bounds with 18 seconds left on the clock.
I don't think that was Battleground's plan. I think they just wanted to go down there and run out the clock for the start of the second half, but so be it. They get 20.
There was a moment there where I thought he might break this, but he couldn't quite get to the edge, get past the second level of Skyview's defenders.
Yeah, you got past Chad Eichste there. Nice little juke move to the outside, but the safeties in the corners playing deep for Skyview right now. Just don't want to give up that big play for a touchdown.
18 seconds left. Do you take a knee?
They're going to come out in full house instead.
Yeah, sure looks like it. They're running the ball. Dive play up the middle. And that gets back to the line of scrimmage. Clock is running down. 8, 7, 6. Nobody's calling timeout. They are going to be content to let the clock expire, and we go to halftime. The Battleground Tigers 14, the Skyview Storm 3. Anything surprise you?
The fact that Skyview didn't try to get the ball back there was kind of surprising.
Okay. Let's look at the highlights. The first half here.
This is the first touchdown of the game, or second touchdown of the game, excuse me. That's to Buckner there to start off the second quarter. And this right here is a nice play by Curtis Stradley. An interception on Barnum's attempted pass. And here's Talkington faking out the entire defense with the rollout right. Throw back to Buckner. Buckner having a great all-purpose game so far. There's Talkington on the slant to Max Randall, the one that picked him up 10 yards. But right here, the Skyview defense hold firm.
Right.
Stopping Buckner right there at the 5-yard line, getting the ball back.
That's a huge play because it could be 21-3 now.
Very easily could be 21-3. As we look over, Skyview not doing much on offense in the first half. And so we'll go to halftime. We got the Skyview band performing for you guys.
Skyview band, they're a great band. They practice. Those kids spend hours and hours and hours starting in the summertime and after school and all that work that they do, and they get to show off tonight here at halftime. That'll be fun to watch. So Battleground surprising people this year. I remember I was sitting at a high school game. And they said the score over the loudspeaker that Battleground had beat a team from Oregon, a power from Oregon. And then the next week they beat another team from Oregon. And so I realized, Battleground, which has not been a traditional power, was for real this year.
Yeah, Battleground not known for really their football as much as their other sports. And just to put it in perspective here, the last time the Tigers beat the Storm was 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
So a little bit of the Huskies Ducks.
Right, exactly. So you're right, the Battleground beat Beaverton, then they beat Tualatin. Tualatin is usually very, very good. They beat up on them badly, and that's when we knew they were for real. Okay, so the Skyview band is getting close, I'm told, though I don't see them. They're still underneath the cover there, so we have a little bit of time before they go out there. So it's good to see the Battleground team turning around. I wonder how much, speaking of the Huskies, they're watching their old teammate, Caleb McGarry, who an Amboy kid who went to Battleground for a while before circumstances meant that his family had to move to Fife. And he's starting at right tackle for the Huskies. Giant of a man. 6'8", 310 pounds, solid muscle. And people are talking about him potentially having a career in the NFL. And he had to learn how to go from the defensive side and go to the offensive side. Okay, so now the Skyview band is playing, and let's listen in.
VPS Game Time Halftime Report. I'm Nick Vole. We have a lot of great stuff for you, so make sure you stay tuned. And we're going to go out now to Melinda Cannell from the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools. Melinda, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so for those at home who don't know, what is the Foundation? What do you guys do?
So the Foundation was founded in 1988 to help direct funds and services to programs that aren't able to be funded through traditional education funding. So a lot of those funds go towards basic needs. That may include healthcare assistance, clothing, shoes, food, and then we also provide mentoring, enrichment grants, and early learning funding.
Okay, so like you say, all the filling in the cracks where the school district can't necessarily do all those things. I know that it's an exciting time of year for you guys. Could you kind of tell us about what the chess drive is?
Yeah, so this fall throughout Vancouver Public Schools, we're encouraging a spirit of community giving from our staff as well as our families and students to help support our families who are the most in need. With over half of our students qualifying for free and reduced lunches, as well as so many of our students dealing with homelessness, the need is growing. And so this November 7th through 18th, we'll be running a student chess drive where every school in the district takes part in this annual tradition that dates back to post-World War II. So the idea is that instead of several different fundraising efforts taking place throughout the year, which could take away from the learning process, we've combined them all into one district-wide giving campaign, and it gives the students an opportunity to lead a community service activity to help others right in their own schools. So they can direct their funding to the Foundation for VPS, or they can choose to give to the United Way. So just to give you an idea of the impact, last year the student chess drive brought in $57,800 to the Foundation. In addition, we hold an annual staff drive at all 37 schools and programs, and that contributed over $162,000. So when you combine those, the annual giving campaign is the #1 source of funding for the Foundation throughout the year.
Wow, that's amazing. I know in years past we've covered this event and we hear from kids who bring in the pennies that they have in their sock drawer at home just to help the other kids in their school and their community. So it's a pretty cool event. But it's not just coins and envelopes coming into the school. It's a huge school-wide event. So kind of what does it look like at the school level? I mean, this is fun for kids too. It's not just a fundraiser.
Yeah, so the students get really involved. The staff have fun with it. They definitely encourage student leadership for the event. Some students choose to do a penny or coin drive. They'll have friendly competition with the other classrooms to try to win an ice cream party or something like that. Sometimes they'll do things where they might ask the principal, if they meet their goals, the principal has to wear a tutu for a day, or they'll do fun activities like at SAC last year. The teachers dressed up as their favorite superheroes and made videos that the kids got involved with. So they really have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, a couple of years ago we were out at Geyser Middle School and the principal got a pie to the face, and that was pretty hilarious to watch. So the money pours in from the student donations and the staff donations. It's collected by the Foundation. What do you guys do next with that money? Where does it go?
Yeah, so 100% of the funds that are raised go back to the schools in our district, and a lot of it is towards basic needs. So we distribute the money to the schools based on their needs. We also help get the money distributed through our family community resource centers to make sure that the students that are most in need are getting those funds.
Okay. So if you're a viewer at home and you're not in a school, how can you help the Foundation if you want to do so?
Yeah, we absolutely encourage parents of students to get involved. Like I said, all the schools participate, so the schools will be sending home information for the parents to inform them what their school will be doing and how they could help either their student or just help by lending words of encouragement to their student. If you are a member of the community, you can definitely help by making a donation online to the foundation. Your donation would go towards the programs and services that I spoke about earlier, and that can be done on the foundation's website, which is foundationforvps.org. And lastly, our schools are being rewarded through pizza parties and ice cream parties. So we are looking for community businesses who want to make donations to help support some of these rewards to say thank you to our students. So we have additional information about the campaign, how people can get involved and find out more also on our website, which was foundationforvps.org. So we just wanted to say whether it's students, staff, community members, parents, we can all work together to create a strong, caring community for our students.
All right, well, Melinda, I want to thank you for coming in and joining us today. I really appreciate it. Good luck with the chess drive, and we'll check in with you once it's all done to see how well our students and staff did this year.
Thank you.
Vancouver Public Schools Board of Directors is considering a possible bond measure for the February ballot that would replace and repair schools all across the district. Now, the reasons are many, but among them, several of the district schools are more than 50 years old and are showing signs of wear. That includes failing heat and cooling systems, roof leaks, and more. Another reason for the bond, class sizes. Many of the district schools are holding more students than they were built for, so the more classrooms are needed to keep the district in line with state standards. And a third reason is technology. Buildings built decades before the internet aren't equipped to keep up with our modern connected world. Now, to plan for possible school replacements, the district has been holding symposiums where community members, students, parents, and staff come together to plan what they would like to see in a new school. The most recent was for Columbia River High School. The ideas they generate are given to architects and district leaders who formulate design concepts. The best ideas from those symposiums may be incorporated into the final design. So what is the timeline for this? The symposiums began last spring and are continuing on through the start of the school year. The school board will decide whether or not to proceed with the bond measure later this fall. If they approve it, it will go out to voters in February. A bond measure must get a 60% supermajority to pass. So if it does, more planning and more work will begin immediately and will continue over the course of a few years until it is all completed. Now, this is a major project, and we have really just scratched the surface of what it means. So to get more information, head to the district's website.
Back live here at Higgins Bowl, start of the second half. Battleground kicks off to Skyview and does the same thing they've been doing all along.
Yep, once again, the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a penalty flag on the Tigers.
So I'm Dean Tilkin. I work for Channel 6 News, Coin TV. I anchor the 4 o'clock news, and I'm an investigative reporter. So if you're bored in the afternoon at 4 o'clock, flip on Channel 6, and you'll see me. And I'm joined with Leonard Berry, who's a Clark College student and also a Skyview alum, but doing a great job not showing any biases here tonight.
Yeah, I don't have quite the pedigree as you. I can't say that I work on Coin 6, but I can say that Skyview needs to pick up their game here in the second half.
All right, they hand the ball, an inside handoff, busted out to the right. Doesn't go for much there. Actually, he gains about 4 yards.
And that's Devon Green there on the carry. Him and Frober kind of just interchangeable for this Storm backfield. Both of them can catch passes. Both of them can carry the ball. So they like to go keep it fresh with both running backs.
Our score is 14-3, Battleground leading Skyview, and it has been a ground game mostly for both teams here. There's another inside handoff up the middle. That is also, once again, Devon Green.
A couple shifty moves there to get 6 and a Skyview first down.
So it'll be interesting to see what adjustments the teams made in halftime. Obviously, Battleground surprised everybody coming out running the ball when they have an aerial attack. And so now Skyview had to make adjustments at halftime, but they have the ball here. I wonder what kind of adjustments Battleground, if any, they have to make. There's a fly sweep to the left. And that's 3 plays in a row to Green.
And looks like they're trying to get someone to give them a spark on offense, kind of lacking that in the first half, only being able to put up 3 points on the board.
So we've got two receivers split out to the right. We've got a tight end lining up on the right side and a single receiver out to the left. And he's looking left, inside. Did he get that? Did he hold on to it? Looks like they're giving him the catch.
A nice catch there by number 3, Cole Grossman.
Love to see a replay of that. Here we go. Do you think he gets the ball there? Yep, he did.
Nice job working on number 21, Brock Robinson, the junior corner.
We have 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line for Skyview. Barnum switching his running back there. Now he's looking to the sidelines to get the play. Now we've got a time called, timeout Skyview. 2 minutes into the third quarter, they're already confused. Looks like maybe the split in there is getting a little chewed out a little bit.
Yeah, they not entirely sure.
Tonight's game is produced by VPS Game Time. It's a district-wide sports broadcasting program. They do a great job. You see our crew tonight, which is almost entirely made up of students. We've got kids from a number of schools working cameras, directing. They do the graphics, the audio, and a whole lot more. They are learning what it's like to work on a professional broadcast. And there's a lot that goes into it, And all these pieces have to come together to make TV, make the sausage of TV. And I always think it's a miracle we get live television on every day. And somehow we do, and these students are learning how to do it. It is now 1st and 10 for Skyview after the timeout. Another inside handoff. Looks like maybe they want to try to punish wear down Battleground.
And Devon Green, their smaller back, but he gets hard to see behind those tall linemen. And so far, he's been carrying the ball quite nicely for the Storm to open up the second half.
All right, he's listed at 5'7".
That's a generous estimate.
Here's the replay. An inside handoff they like. Will they run it again? Battleground's threatening to blitz. They send one, but we have a flag.
It looked like a false start on Green.
Yep. Skyview's going to lose 5 yards here. Make it 2nd and 12. Green a little anxious.
Maybe so. Out of that running back spot, he looked like he was going out to pass block, though, so not entirely sure what he could be too excited for.
And Skyview has this very, very tall receiver out here, number 3, Cole Grossman, 6'5". It'd be interesting to see them try to use the height advantage. Instead, they go to number 6, Tavis Pinkney.
And the thing with Grossman is he's not quite as quick as some of the other receivers the Storm have, so it's a little bit harder to get him those jump balls, but they got to try to get him in space.
Gotcha. So he is, Grossman looking out there. The flat. Bobbles the ball. Good concentration.
Good concentration to haul in that catch while being dragged down.
3rd and 5. Boy, not fooled at all. The inside handoff again there. Number 12 for Battleground.
And if Barnum just holds on to the ball, I'm not sure if that was a design zone read, but if Barnum holds on to the ball, that's 6 points.
Yeah, Curtis Stradley there, Battleground. He's been everywhere tonight.
He had an interception in the first half. He had a 30-yard run in the first half. There's really nothing Curtis Stradley hasn't done for the Tigers tonight.
Battleground has a lot of seniors. A lot of seniors.
They do, and, we talked a little bit going into halftime about how Battleground really hasn't been, that much of a force, but Coach Larry Peck has done a very nice job with this group of freshmen, and when you have a quarterback like Talkington, it makes it easier to build the team around.
All right, Brody Barnum with the punt. This is his best punt of the night. Angling it there out of bounds. Look at that. Drops it there at the 6.5, 7-yard line. That's a beautiful punt. So he's getting better as the night goes on.
Yes, absolutely. After the embarrassment of the first punt, stepped its game up as the Storm punter.
Right. Second punt was okay, but then the Battleground receiver decided not to return it, and then got a beautiful bounce for Skyview down the 3-yard line. And then this one he places right there at the deep at the Battleground territory. So Battleground starts with its first possession here of the second half, up 14-3, starting from their own 7-yard line, 1st and 10. Talkington with the ball, going to keep it, go up the middle. Gain of about 3.
And that was the most unsurprising play call of the night, I think.
Yeah.
They go 5 wide, and they have not been throwing the ball on first down at all tonight. So
And Gunnar Talkington, quarterback, has turned into Gunnar Talkington, running back tonight. Battleground has completely flipped its script and decided to be a running team with this rain, though the rain is not falling very hard. We've got trips left out here. Will they throw the ball? Looks like he's going to throw. Screenplay right up the middle. Referees in the way. Decent gain. It looked like it had the makings of something big to begin with, but then it just ended up being a modest gain.
Yep, that's Bailey Buckner there out of the backfield catching another pass. He's having quite a good night between the rushing touchdown and about 50 yards receiving already tonight. So good game for him.
We have a flag. I never saw the flag, so they're calling a legal man downfield. So that modest gain is now going to turn into a deficit.
You know, that rule's never really made sense to me.
It's tough. We have to be within, 2 yards of the line of scrimmage. So a lineman was farther down the field than that when they threw the ball. The discipline, you have to stay home there. It's very tempting to go downfield and try and find somebody to block. Let's see if we can see it on the replay. Yeah. This is 2 linemen, especially, it looked like the left tackle maybe fired out and was headed downfield before he's allowed to.
And if it is that left tackle, I believe that's Brady Brick.
Well,
see him towering over all the other linemen.
Exactly. And I don't know if it was, so forgive me if I got that wrong. Same formation here. Talkington keeps it, bounces out to the right side, tries to leap over a player, gains some of that loss back. Looks like maybe a gain of 5 or 6.
I believe hurdling is a penalty in high school, actually. I don't know if you hurdle, I think hurdling a defender that goes low is okay, but if you try to hurdle an upright defender, you get flagged for it?
Oh, I don't know. I know you can hurdle in the pros. I don't think you can hurdle in college either. We've got trips left. We got twins right.
We got a replay here.
Spreading out. Not really hurling, just kind of jumped. All right. Battleground spreading out Skyview here. Yeah, quarterback draw right up the middle. Talkington slides down at the 20, picks up the first down. So he spreads Skyview out and then creates some room.
They didn't show that play at all in the first half, but so far ran twice here on their first drive of the second half. But Talkington make the smartest move of the night so far with the slide there because he was going to get clobbered.
Right, he gets down here. So Talkington drops back. I think that was a run all the way. I don't think that was a pass option. I think that was designed all the way here. So the clock running, 6 minutes left in the third quarter, half of the third quarter gone. There's been no additional points, and Skyview needs to get some pressure here on Battleground because the way their offense has been functioning, they need more touches on ball themselves. So 1st and 10 for Battleground, another keeper designed all the way, but Skyview is not fooled that time. Excited there, number 51 with his play and shutting that down.
And that's Michael Lundgren, number 51 that you talk about right there. He's one of the anchors on this defensive team. He's the junior middle linebacker. He plays baseball as well. So, two-sport athlete, but really likes football.
You know what position he plays in baseball?
Everywhere.
Everywhere?
Kind of.
Okay.
He's a third baseman, first baseman, and outfielder.
Gotcha. Okay, so we have trips right, single receiver left. Skyview brings the blitz. The Battleground anticipated, calls the perfect play with a screen. So now you want to have linemen come flying through, and then you have the linebackers come flying through, and that was a good recipe for Battleground, not so much for Skyview.
Perfect play call there for Battleground. And if you're Skyview, I really just don't know what you do right now. Battleground's running the ball on you. They're passing the ball on you. The defense just can't seem to get a stop and get off the field.
So I see there that Skyview's subbing out their linemen. So you see there, 33 almost got there, but not in time. And that time Battlegrounds did not release early.
And that's Curtis Stradley out of the backfield this time, showing off a little bit of running back diversity for the Tigers.
Got the power pistol here. Bad snap. Gets it. Dive up the middle. Not much there. About a yard. That's being generous.
But as Battleground keeps running the ball in this Skyview front four, they are going to wear him down, and one of these will end up going big.
It's going to be 2nd and 9. Ball is on the 37 of Battleground. Battleground seems to be taking its time here.
And if I were them, I would too. Their second half collapsed against Union. Probably a bit scared of playing with the lead right now.
They're doing the old school, actually huddle up and call a play in the huddle and then go to the line of scrimmage and use all the play clock. There's a dive on the option right up the middle. That is a big gain there on 2nd down. Where do they spot the ball? They are saying that is a 1st down without measuring. I would have called for a measurement, but
I don't think he got there with that spot.
Well, wait. Yeah. There a little confusion there on the spot? No? I guess I'm the only one confused about the spot.
I just thought that the spot was measurable. It looked like the nose did not make it to the chains.
I thought it was measurable too, but they seem to be erring on the side of giving 1st downs to offenses these days. And here comes a blitz. Both linebackers go after Battleground. Ooh, is there going to be, yep, there's a flag. He was headed out of bounds, and the Skyview player hit him as he was either out of bounds or clearly going out of bounds. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
We heard calls from, it sounded like both sides. We've got the coordinators up here in the box with us. Let's see a replay.
Oh, my gosh. I was wrong. Huh. That is not what I anticipated at all, so it actually goes the other way.
Looked like it could have been both. There was some holding for the Tigers, but there also was a late hit a little bit. You saw Julian Williams down there for the Storm getting fired up about it.
So that is going to set back Battleground quite a ways. They've been driving steadily in a methodical drive, eating up a lot of clock, but now they have 1st and 21 back on their 35. What will they dial up here? Do they try to get some of it back with the throw? Nope. Handoff to the halfback there. And they may have lost a yard. Lost, yeah, about a half yard.
That's Buckner there getting swallowed up in the backfield by the Storm defense, led by Chad Eichste there, starting off on that tackle.
2nd and 22 on the 34. So now they have the decision. Do you try to chip away at this through handing the ball off on 2nd down? Do you try to get a lot of it back through the air? What would you do?
If I'm the Tigers, I'm going to be throwing the ball here in this situation.
Okay, I think I would too. It looks like 51 is threatening to blitz. 33 is also. No blitz. Quarterback keeper. Skyview's bringing it.
And that, another busted play for the Tigers. See a replay. Talkington goes for the handoff left, and, well, there's no one there.
So just when you think the Battleground is going to march down the field methodically, they are going the other direction because Skyview has got things figured out, aided with that holding penalty against Battleground. And now it is 3rd and 24 on the 32 for Battleground. Now what do you do?
Just a simple draw, quarterback draw probably, as they spread the field again.
They do spread the field. They have 5 receivers out, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Other times they've done this, it's been a draw play, which that was another draw play, and Skyview is not fooled. Number 3 crashing in for the huge sack.
And that's Cole Grossman, the 6'5" junior we talked about. We'll see on the replay. He comes right in from the outside linebacker position, and he says, get to the ground, Talkington.
Look at that. That is now brings a 4th down and 31. Jeez.
But if you're the Tigers right now, you cannot be that upset. You just took 8 minutes off
You
the
did.
clock in the second half, and you only went 20 yards.
It is almost the fourth quarter, and you're right about that. So here comes the punt. It's a spiral, and Skyview is going to stay away from it, and it takes – Skyview got lucky there. Had that hit and rolled, it could have gone a long ways, but it takes a left turn, and they get a nice situation there. Good field position on the 40, but as you said, they've got a lot of ground to make up here tonight where they haven't been moving the ball very much.
Battleground drive right there. They go 20 yards in 8 minutes and 42 seconds.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I don't know if I have either. The loss of 30 yards on the penalties and whatnot didn't help, but
So did they start on the 7? Am I remembering? That seems like
Yeah.
a lifetime ago.
Yeah,
started on the
they
7,
started on the 7.
got to close to the 50, then ended up way back. My. Okay. Whoa, this could be huge. This could be huge. It is huge. Are there any flags? I don't see any flags. 60-yard pass from Barnum to number 2.
here's the replay. Barnum throws up a bit of a duck, but no safety over the top. Tavis Pinkney has nobody around him, and he takes it for 6.
Number 2 to number 6. 2 plus 6 equals 6.
And
Skyview suddenly showing life and right back in this game. Just when we were talking about how they're running out of time, they score in, what was that, 8 seconds? 9 seconds? Can they get the extra point here? Kick is up. It is.
It looks good from here.
Good.
And so if you're the Tigers now, you have some scary memories of last week versus Union coming into your mind right now.
So let's remind people what happened with that big lead.
Well, Battleground went into that game, or into halftime, 29-0 going into the game. All of a sudden, going into the fourth quarter, the game was 29-27. Battleground hung on for the wild victory, getting a last touchdown to seal it off. But boy, if you're the Tigers, you do not like what you just saw there.
Boy, that's an absolute breakdown. Where was the safety?
And it looked like they were just simply matching up in some cover 0, sending linebackers on a blitz. And so in that situation, you've got no safety help over the top. And if you get beat, you're going to be looking at the back of someone's jersey on the way to the house.
So that was the first play after they got the ball back on the punt from the 40-yard line. And that was a bomb for 60 yards right up the middle, right split the seam there, and nobody was going to catch him. So now it's Battleground 14, Skyview 10. Skyview's been doing this pooch punt to the right side, the 30-yard line. If you look, they've changed out the receiver there. Now they go deep. The man, so this is his third time catching the ball. He was the up man before, and now they put him back, anticipating that they would drop the ball. And for the third time in a row, they end up in the same place.
Yep, he's getting all the return yards so far this game.
Right,
See a replay of the kickoff here.
So his up man need to hit somebody there.
Probably.
Number 11 didn't block anybody.
So now, if you're the Tigers coming back out on offense here, you have to be more aggressive. You got to go down and score, because if you give the ball back to the Storm here, you got a lot of momentum staring you dead in the face.
And it's stopped raining, so if they want to throw the ball, now's the time to do it. But they were in this position with just 20 seconds or so going off the clock. Here comes a blitz. Holding, that looks like a holding to me. Ooh, wow. Yeah, everybody up here in the press box is yelling holding, but that wasn't called, and so Battleground gets a huge pickup. They are answering down to about the 30-yard line. Let's look at the replay. You think this is holding here?
See if it is holding. It's right there on number 33, and it definitely is. Curtis Stradley impeding Austin Nolan's ability to get to the quarterback there.
Not called. Isaac Brundage with the big reception, and Battleground moves from the 30 down to the other 35, 1st and 10.
But if you're Battleground, this is exactly what you want. You want Talkington, the game to be in his hands. He's who led you to this record so far.
Breaks a tackle up the middle. He should have been stopped with a 1 or 2 yard gain. Instead, he's close to the first down.
A nice run there by Stradley, just powering his way up the middle. And this is where the Skyview run defense really has to come solid.
Battleground does get the first down. It is now 1st and 10 on the 25. Battleground trying to answer the quick strike score by Skyview. They lead by 4, 14-10 as we're close to the end of the third quarter here. It looks like they'll get another playoff. They do. They give it to Stradley again, and Skyview is there and shuts him down.
His helmet came off, so that means he'll have to come out for the next play.
You know, when I was a kid, when I played in high school, I never remember anybody's helmet coming off, and now it seems that helmets are popping off all the time. I don't know what the difference is, or maybe my memory is bad. So there, Skyview gets the surge on defense.
Seems to just fall off at the end of the play, but that'll do it for the third quarter here.
That is the end of the third quarter. Tigers 14, the Storm 10, and the game is really hanging in the balance here, even though we have an entire quarter left to go, because Skyview turned the momentum on Battleground with that huge 60-yard bomb, which we may see here soon.
We're going to go through the highlights.
Replay. Yep, let's see what we have for highlights here.
It's a nice catch there by Pinckney. And then there's Barnum. Going deep to Pinckney again. This is the touchdown we were talking about. And if you're Battleground, you're really disappointed with how the third quarter went for you. You took off 9 minutes of the clock on both of your possessions. Here's Talkington, the holding that wasn't called. He goes deep to Brundage, picks up about 40 yards. But if you're the Battleground, you hold the ball for 9 minutes and then give up a momentum-shifting touchdown in 10 seconds.
10 seconds, right.
And
So
now, coming into the fourth, 14-10, not the place you thought you were going to be at.
No, and now the rain has started again. So all these variables here. Talking with the ball, he's going to throw. He's looking deep. Now he's looking back to the left. Now he's finds a receiver on the right. I thought maybe he was throwing it away, but strong arm there. Is throwing with no leverage from his feet, and that is all arm.
And that was that same play that they ran in the first half. The rollout right, swing it back to Buckner across the formation, but Skyview was ready for it with the extra linebacker there.
They only picked up 7 on that play because of all the scrambling. It looked like the ball was a longer play than that, so they pick up 7. It is 3rd and 3 now on the 13-yard line.
Skyview sends the pressure.
Yep, Skyview sends the blitz, and they get the option. They didn't give it to the fullback, and Talkington pitched to the halfback, and Skyview was there.
Can't blame Talkington for not giving to the fullback. Skyview, 3 blitzers right up the middle.
4th down. 4th and 4. This is a pivotal play in this game here. If Skyview can get a stop, they are going to feel great about themselves. And if Battleground can pick up the first down, and there's a lot of momentum on the line right here.
And if I'm Larry Peck, I would have taken the field goal in this situation. Your kicker shows you he has the leg for it.
He has the leg. That would put you up by a touchdown. Timeout. Timeout Battleground. That shows you how important this play is here. Do you think they're talking about the field goal?
I would hope so. The rain has started coming down, but you've seen your kicker drill PATs. There would have been good 30-yard field goals.
We have another broadcast coming your way next week. It's a Vancouver tradition, the Peace Pipe game between Fort Vancouver and Hudson's Bay High School. The rivalry match is always a fun game. The winner takes home the beloved Peace Pipe Trophy. It can be seen next Friday at 7 o'clock on Comcast Channel 328. That's Comcast Channel 328 and online at youtube.com/VanSDTV. That's /VanSDTV. It'll also be on the district's Facebook page. 3 ways you can watch the game next week. All right, hey, they changed their mind. Look at this.
And good call here by Coach Larry Peck. Now we'll see what actually happens on the play.
Kicking from the left hash mark, that might be a tough angle for a right-footed kicker, and the kick is up, and it's not going to make it, not even close. It looked to me like maybe they weren't ready for this snap. I might be wrong about that, but they hiked the ball and snapped the ball before my mind was ready for it.
And it almost looked like the kicker slipped as well.
Something looked off there on that kick.
It was like he didn't put his full effort into the kick almost.
Yeah, my guess is they were not expecting the snap, and the whole time he was off. There was no leverage there. Boy, they'd like to have that played back. But Skyview, they've held. Now they've got the ball. They're only down by 4. Plenty of time left in this game. Maybe they can do another quick strike. So the game is now a game.
Yeah, that missed field goal, a huge opportunity for the Storm. Battleground has left the door wide open.
Battleground blitzes, and they really got the snap count there. Is he going to make? Oh! Just overthrows his receiver, number 6, who scored the touchdown last time, Tavis Pinkney. That could have been another big play.
If Pinkney catches that, he probably has 2 touchdowns on 2 plays because he had his man beat.
Yep, Barnum needs to change up his snap count there because Battleground knew what he was doing there, and they were there as the ball was being snapped, so they have to think about that for a little bit. Change up that snap count. 2nd and 10 from the 20. The rain is coming down harder now. Option left. Keeping the ball. Still looking to pitch it. He's going to turn the corner. He gets the corner. And steps out of bounds at the 43. There's a flag. The flag is going to be possibly for a hit out of bounds.
And so finally, Brody Barnum shows us what he can do with his legs. He's an absolute bruiser, 6'3", 205, but he's also got the speed to get around the corner.
And that is personal foul against Battleground. That's going to be another 15 yards on top of that long run from the 20.
You look at Barnum turn on the Jets. He steps out of bounds. Randall leads with his helmet and goes low. That's just going to be a penalty no matter what.
38-yard run plus 15. Were you surprised to see Barnum not put his shoulder into the safety there and step out of bounds?
Well, Barnum's playing a little bit hurt, actually. Not many people know this. He injured his left hand against Camas last week, so he's not as willing to take the big hits.
Gives the ball up the middle there on the dive play. Not much. Gain maybe 2. Picks up 1. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Tight end coming into the game. Here's a replay. What do you think?
Just a simple inside read, but
The 68 didn't get any push there.
yeah, Battleground gets some good penetration with their D-line.
2nd and 9 for Skyview. Trying to take the lead here if they can put it into the end zone. Rain coming down harder. There we have a veer handoff on the right side. Good gain. Puts them in good position to pick up the first down. They'll be short to pick up the first down on this 3rd down coming up.
And James Millpaw had the biggest hole of the night, as we'll see here on the replay coming up. Look at how big that hole is right there. Great job by Skylar Martin to get outside and seal off his man.
Straight ahead zone blocking. I thought maybe they pulled the guard there, but straight ahead blocking. 3rd and 3, critical 3rd down for Skyview. We've already seen that their kicker doesn't seem to have a strong leg, so I think if they don't make it here on 4th, they're going for it anyway, especially down 4.
It's one of those do-or-die moments for the Storm on this drive.
Another inside handoff. He has the first down. Big pickup, important pickup on 3rd and 3. That is a first down to the Battleground 13-yard line.
And what has happened to Battleground's run defense here on this possession has absolutely disappeared.
Left side of the Skyview line leaning hard. They did pull the guard there. That's some power football. 1st and 10 on the 13. Oh, he loses the ball. Barnum jumps on it. That was dangerous.
That was very dangerous. A turnover there could be the end of the game for the Storm, as we've seen Battleground trip the clock. But Barnum, instinctive play to dive on the ball.
I wonder if the ball is slippery. I was looking at the defensive backs and their alignment, so I didn't see the bad snap. Was it a bad snap, or did you just lose it?
It was a little bit off to the right, but Barnum should have corralled it and just hit off his hand.
Gotcha. That makes it 2nd and long from the 21. They were at the 13, now they're at the 21, loss of 8 yards. And it's raining. The rain is coming down. Battleground blitzes. Oh! So they had a somewhat of a screen there in the flat, not a traditional screen. Had he made that pass, it may have been a touchdown. There was nobody out there in the flat. The DBs and the safeties would have had a long way to go to meet the running back there.
Millspaw is definitely getting to at least the 10-yard line on that. And we saw Barnum miss the same exact pass last week. There was a rollout to Skylar Martin in the flat, and he overthrew him as well.
Third down, 3rd and 18. Need to get some of this back if you're Skyview. Skyview in the long. Did he get it? Touchdown, Skyview! Unbelievable throw, unbelievable catch. That was pretty.
Yeah, forget about getting some of it back. They'll take all of it.
Look at this ball. Look at this ball. Look at that. Wow, and the concentration of Tevin Pinckney. That was a thing of beauty.
That is his second touchdown tonight. He had the big 60-yarder earlier, and now he has the 18-yard fade route. And wow, the Storm coming back with the gusto here in the second half.
This is an important PAT here. We put them up by a field goal. It's up. And it is good. So the Storm have rattled off 14 unanswered points. It was 14-3 Tigers, and now it's 17-14. They have rattled off 14 unanswered points. What a change in momentum. Look at this replay.
Another angle here on the catch and throw, but Pinckney reaches out for it, gets both feet down. He only needs one, but manages to get two, rolls over, slides out of bounds for the touchdown.
That's something to keep on his highlight reel for the rest of his life.
And so if you're Coach Larry Peck, what are you thinking right now? You've seen your team blow a lead against Union. You've seen your team blow a lead against Skyview.
Oof. You know, there's a lot of seniors on this Battleground team. It's time for them to dig deep and do what you practiced and not panic and just look at each other and trust each other that you've done the preparation and you can try and seize the momentum back. Skyview needs to play within themselves now because they've got all their emotion going and they don't want to get out too far over their skis here and have any mental mistakes. So Skyview has been going with the pooch kick all night. The rain is the hardest it's been since the very, very beginning of the game. So that now becomes an important factor in all of this.
And it makes it even more impressive on that touchdown pass there.
Here comes the kick. Another pooch kick, this time to the left side. It's the first time they've gone to the left. The 21 gets it. And he runs the ball back about 10 yards, goes 25 yards to the left and 10 yards to the right.
So Battleground with the best field position they've had all night on the most important drive of the night.
They will have the ball at the 41 as we show the replay here on the kickoff, the pooch kick.
And there is a chance maybe he goes outside here, goes back to the middle. If he tries to go outside right there, he does have blockers.
He does have two blockers. Brock Robinson with the return. Okay, Gunnar Talkington bringing his team out. He's in the shotgun. And a motion, the fly sweep. And Skyview playing inspired defense. They are fired up.
The run defenses have absolutely switched. Skyview playing very good run defense here in the fourth quarter, while Battleground has looked a bit shoddy.
Right up the middle. It wasn't, you usually worry about getting the edge on that, and Skyview came right up the middle.
And if you're Steve Kaiser, you're very happy to see your linebackers swarming to the ball like that. He is the linebackers coach for this Storm team.
They lost 3 yards on that play. 2nd and 13 for Battleground, now trailing by 3. And there's a dive play up the middle. He's close to the first down, and the spot they're giving him, he will have the first down. Great blocking by the men inside.
And just after I give credit to Skyview's linebackers, they go and they once again are non-existent on a rushing play.
So Talkington could have kept that on the option. That is an option dive again. Gives it to the fullback.
Stradley up the middle. No, basically no second level to the defense there as he just runs straight past where the linebackers should be.
1st and 10 from the 48 for Battleground. Trying to answer Skyview. Skyview's 14 unanswered points. Trips right. And it's a keeper. Talkington off the right tackle. Decent gain on 1st down. 4 yards.
When you said Talkington, the running back, you weren't kidding. He lowered his shoulder there. Went straight in to Austin Nolan.
Hey, Talkington's listed at 185 pounds. He's a stout kid. 2nd and, well, they didn't quite give him as much as I thought he got, so 2nd and 6.
Look at this trips formation here on the left side.
Bunched tightly. And legal formation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I got 7 on the line of scrimmage. What was that?
Offsides or encroachment on the defense.
So that'll put them close to the 1st down. Had they given the spot I thought they should have gotten the last play, they would have the 1st down. But it's now 2nd and 1 on the 39 of Skyview.
How much you want to bet we see a screen here out of this trips formation?
This is either much ado about nothing or something tricky. And much ado about nothing. Dive up the middle. That's Stradley again. He's the workhorse.
They faked the bubble screen over there with Brundage. He did bubble, but they decided, hey, we'll just take our 10 yards.
Yeah, talk about stout. Stradley's listed 230.
And that's a kid who's had knee repair, knee surgery on both knees.
Both knees? Back in my day, that meant your career was done. Now it's amazing what they can do. Sometimes guys come back even better. Like John Ross from the Huskies come back even faster than before he blew out his knee. 1st and 10 for Battleground. Another dive play to Stradley. He's carrying a couple Skyview players on his back.
And Storm defense a bit better there, plugging up the holes, only giving up 3 yards. But those kind of gains, three-yard gains in a row will kill you.
Skyview's biggest player back in the game, and number 77, Cyrus Duckett, listed at 315 pounds. He's coming in to stuff that run. 2nd and 7, maybe short 7, maybe more like 6. Receivers both sides. One goes in motion, fakes the fly sweep, and Stradley has room, but a flag is thrown. My guess is it's coming back.
Looks like a holding penalty, but holy hole.
I kept waiting for somebody to come and tackle him, and nobody came, but maybe it's because one of them was being held. Skyview players are clapping. Let's look at the replay here. What do you see?
Yeah, let's take a look. Number 3 just gets manhandled.
Oh, I see there. Yeah. So the officials are discussing it down at the 3-yard line.
I don't know if I really saw it there.
The call is holding after all that discussion. The flag was thrown about the 23, which would us right at the 1st down mark. So a point of where it happened. So they're marching back, and a 10-yard penalty back to about the original line of scrimmage.
So really only a 3-yard loss there for the Tigers. Realistically, but in actuality, they just lost about 35.
Painful. Very painful for Battleground. Very, very happy if you're Skyview. 2nd and 11. 4:20 on the clock with the rain coming down. Ball on the 33. And Battleground hasn't shown any proclivity for running a hurry-up offense.
But they're not really a team that wants to speed it up, which is weird for an air attack team usually.
Trips to the right side of the field, the short side of the field. Talkington keeps it, and he makes a nice gain there.
Good read there on the option, cutting it up. Looks like Storm have just decided totally to forego the pitchman, or totally take the pitchman and make Talkington keep it.
Now, I've lost track of how many timeouts Battleground has. I know they've used at least one this half, so they perhaps have 2 left. I'm not sure.
Both teams have 2 timeouts left according to the scoreboard there.
That is on the score. That. Okay, so 3rd and 3. Big play here for Battleground. Dive play. Skyview rallies to the ball, shuts down Stradley. Now it is 4th down.
And after watching the last field goal, you know Larry Peck isn't going to want to try one of those again. In this situation, you've got to put the ball in the hands of your best player and make something happen.
Skyview's interior lineman. Bam! Look at that.
Unblocked off the edge. That was number 83, Jaden Chapman. Starts both ways on this Storm team, and here's the biggest play of the night.
This may be the ball game right here. Now, Talkington under center. Is that the first time we've seen that tonight? Timeout called by Skyview. They didn't like what they saw. They saw Talkington under center, and that's not something that they're used to seeing. And so Skyview calls a timeout.
Yeah, they normally only see that under their jumbo set on the goal line. But right there, 4 wide and goes under center. Probably looking at a quick slant play right there.
Do you think there's any chance that he was just going to follow his center and his guards and try to go right up the middle and plow for 3?
3 yards is a lot to ask on a quarterback.
It is a lot to ask. It is a lot to ask. So you're thinking maybe a slant play. So 2:57 left in this game. Battleground had the 14-3 lead, was dominating Skyview. And then here we are. Skyview rattles off 14 unanswered points, leading by 3. Battleground on a slow, methodical drive that's been hurt by some penalties, going down the field at the most important play in the game right now, 4th and 3. And if Battleground can't pick up the first down, Skyview may control its destiny. Talkington looking over to the sidelines, changing the play perhaps. What does he see? Another timeout, another timeout. Confusion there by Battleground. Perhaps do you think Talkington is trying to draw them off sides there? So the clock is still running. They're going to have to reset that clock because there was maybe 5 seconds should be added to the clock. Trying to figure that out right now. It says 2:48. I saw it running for several seconds. 2:55, so 7 seconds to continue to run.
And take a look down here in the stands. I know it doesn't relate to the game, but that water is really puddling up. So let's give some credit to the Storm fans for standing out there the whole time.
Right, those students are, just in sweatshirts, and they're not really dressed for the rain.
We got some diehard Battleground fans over there. The most diehard fans sitting all the way up at the top of the bleachers.
Right.
Don't want to come over and sit under the cover.
So both the Tigers and the Storm are down to, they each only have 1 timeout left. A lot of strategy here. Talkington, they got power formation right. That's Stradley behind him. Talkington in the gun. He's going to throw it. He's going to throw it. Run pass option here. Whoa! Oh! He dropped the ball. Stradley had it in his hands. It was going to be an amazing play. Talkington had just wedged it in there between the coverage, and he dropped
a flag.
A flag.
On the
There
field.
is a flag.
Talkington asking the referee for a late hit. Oh, he does get clobbered there. Oh.
Illegal man downfield is the call and the flag. Skyview, it will decline the penalty and will take over on downs with 2:49. Only 6 seconds went off the clock on that last play. Boy, man, heartbreaker for Battleground. Skyview obviously elated. So for Skyview, you haven't shown much ability to run the ball tonight, but you need to run the ball here.
Their best running back so far tonight has been Brody Barnum.
So you have one timeout, Battleground. They send the blitz. They hand the ball off to the left side. A fumble! It looked like Skyview got to it. Who's at the bottom of that pile? Who has the ball? And Skyview does keep it. Wow.
Holy
my goodness.
cow.
Look at that.
The defensive end of Battleground gets a helmet right on the ball for Frober.
So the clock stopped.
That'll be the last carry for Frober tonight as they bring in James Milpaw to try to ice this game.
You want to give your coach a heart attack. That's how you do it. 2:31. The clock is running. Battleground's going to have to figure out when to use its last timeout.
I would think after the next, if you stop him here, you're going to want to use it after the next play.
Second down and 11. Doubt Skyview dare throw the ball. They hand it off. Can Battleground get there? He's got the corner. Will he stay in bounds? Skyview does what they don't want to do and went out of bounds. Skyview coaches have to be beside themselves right now. Clock stops with 2:01, and Battleground does not have to take a timeout, but it looks like he got the first down.
No, look at
flag?
that spot.
Wow.
That
so he
spot
stepped
is-
outside early. My goodness. A lot of things go wrong there for Skyview.
Take a look at the replay here. Stormer's still getting lined up, but
Boy, needs to lay his shoulder into that tackler and stay in bounds. 3rd and 3. If they don't make it here, they have to punt. Now, wow, huge mental mistake by Battleground, jumping off sides. This is going to give the first down to Skyview.
not only will it give them a first down, it basically gives them the victory here tonight.
You can run, the play clock is what, 40 seconds? You can run 40 seconds off? Is that what the play clock is these days?
I think it's 25.
25?
In high school.
So, they'll run a play here, and then Battleground will probably use its last timeout.
Your Battleground, you got to force another fumble somehow.
Huge mental mistake. Fumble! Fumble! Flag! We had a flag and a fumble. Who's got the ball? Battleground thinks they have it. My goodness.
Wow, all right. I didn't think it would actually happen.
Holding on Skyview. Who has the ball, though? Battleground said they had it, but the referees
that's
are acting.
Stone ball. Millspaw recovered that there on the
Okay. So
instant replay.
So Battleground wants to decline the penalty.
Looks like Skyview retains possession.
Holy cow, this game.
Yeah, so they need to decline the penalty, because if they don't, then it'd be first down again. The down is more important than the yardage at this point. So 2nd and 14 versus 1st and 20.
And so Millspaw is done for the night as they bring in Devon Green. And if he fumbles, then who do you bring in after that?
Man, is it nerves or is it the rain?
It's got to be nerves there. We haven't seen one fumble all night
Yeah.
until now.
Who's 33 is coming in here?
There's got to be a delay of game penalty, right?
It's taking forever. 130, 129, 128. Dive play. Doesn't go anywhere. And the clock is stopped. Battleground appears to take its last time out.
So now if you're the Tigers, you get a stop here. They run off 25 seconds. You've got 45 seconds and no timeouts, basically. To either run back the punt or move the ball through the air.
Oof. What a change in this game. Skyview couldn't do anything against Battleground, and now Skyview's in position to win this game.
Skyview almost put themselves in a position to lose it. 2 fumbles on one drive after not seeing one all game.
You hear Battleground, you see that ball loose and you can't get to it. Their frustration level must be so high. I mean, you get exactly what you want, not once, but twice, and you just can't get there. Sometimes it's just bad luck.
Coach Peck has to be beside himself with just rage.
Mm-hmm. All right. Skyview needs to run out this clock.
They look like they're going to pass.
That takes some guts. 3rd and 17, and he keeps it up the middle. 4th down, minute 15 clock running. Skyview has to punt, but there will not be much time left on the clock.
So if you're Battleground, other than running him out of bounds, that's basically the best thing you could ask for, is just a quick play and get him down.
What is happening here? Skyview, you've got to punt it. Are they going to take the delay of game?
I think they're going to take the last timeout is what they're going to do.
You're right. They do have that timeout, so we'll get it down to the last second, take the timeout, then you punt.
I don't know. I think you save the timeout in this situation. Just in case you need to talk over anything on defense. If Battleground comes at you no huddle, which you haven't seen all game.
They do take the timeout here instead of taking the 5-yard penalty. That's a tough one.
So now if Battleground starts moving the ball on you on offense, you've got nothing to go to.
So in Battleground's favor, they have an air attack. They're a natural air attack team, though we have not seen that tonight. But that's what they do. That's their identity.
But we've seen Talkington uncork a couple of deep throws, connecting on one with Max Randall for about 30 yards. And if I'm Skyview, I'm putting safety help over the top. I'm putting linebacker help over the top. I'm putting everything to shadow Randall.
Okay. What do they call the prevent defense? It prevents you from winning. So, that's always the tough part. You put your defense in prevent, and then you give up all these throws, and sometimes they march right down the field. Yeah. All right, the return man, number 21 for Battleground. That is Brock Robinson. We already saw him return a kickoff as a up man. Didn't strike me as super fast player. Maybe he's their super reliable hands guy.
And Talkington has a good arm, so if Barnum shanks another punt like he did.
Wow. Okay, he's going to get a good return here. Oh, he fumbles the ball. Skyview is, boy, he had room to return that. I don't know if he took his eye off the ball. The nerves, pressure got to him. Fumbles it and doesn't go anywhere. There is a Skyview player down on the play.
And that play took 13 seconds off the clock.
Whew.
And the injury is to number 16, Morgan Hughesby, who's the long snapper for the Storm.
So Skyview didn't do a good job on its punt protection. Battleground almost got there.
Ooh,
then he gets a decent kick, but there's a lot of room here to return the ball. I don't know if the nerves got to him. We've seen Skyview fumble the ball twice, and now this muffed punt, and he really missed out on an opportunity to get a decent return.
And really, maybe should have just called a fair catch and saved the time on the clock, which is the most valuable asset right now.
You're right. He wasted a lot of time going sideways.
It looks like Hughesby hurt his hand, his right hand, shoulder. He's getting up. He looks like he's going to be okay.
Sophomore. 6'4" sophomore coming out of the game. All right, 24 seconds. Battleground going to try to pull off a miracle with no timeouts. They've got 5 receivers. All night they've been doing the quarterback draw play. We're not going to see that now.
Got to get at least 30 yards on this pass if you're Battleground.
Skyview gets there. Talkington can't even get a throw, not even close to getting a throw off. Skyview bringing the pressure. Clock is running, 10 seconds left. Spikes the ball, 8 seconds left. Barring a miracle, the Storm are going to win this game. So, hook and ladder. What do you do here? Hook and trailer, I should say. Do you do the California band thing, where you just lateral the ball into?
Well, you basically got 2 options. You got the Hail Mary, try to tip it to someone, or hook and ladder it if you catch it, or you've got the throw a screen pass and throw as many laterals as possible until you score or get tackled.
It's 3rd down, but that doesn't really matter. It's the 8 seconds that are on the clock here. 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Skyview has 3 defensive backs deep. Can't get much leverage on that throw. And that is the ball game. The ball falls harmlessly at the 40 of the grass.
There's
a flag.
Yeah, there's a flag.
There's a flag. The referees are telling the players to get off the field.
Looked like offensive pass interference. Or some sort
holding defense. The game cannot end. Roughing the passer on defense. 2 penalties on the defense. You cannot end the game on a defensive penalty. They will pick up 15 yards here. And is this the miracle that Battleground is looking for?
Who could have seen that coming?
Mental mistakes, mental mistakes, mental mistakes. We've seen a lot of crucial mental mistakes in this game on both sides.
I don't know if I agree that that was the first roughing the passer call this game, but regardless, Battleground with one last chance. And here's the prevent defense we were talking about. They got Travis Geico at the back.
From their 30-yard line, you know, if I am Tarkington, I don't want to roll out to my left because I can't get any power. I'm throwing across my body. So now they have 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tarkington needs a pocket here to get some leverage. He rolls out to the right and picks up a block. He's got to let it go. He's got 1 receiver down there. Ball is knocked down. I don't see any flags. That is the end of the game. Skyview wins 17-14 against Battleground. Skyview now goes to 4-3. Battleground goes to 5-2. The Skyview players are on, fans are on the field. Heartbreak for Battleground, elation for Skyview, and how this game flipped.
Yeah, this game definitely flipped, and Battleground once again cursed by their bad second halves. We'll look at the highlights here. This is what set up the first touchdown of the game. Curtis Stradley bruising his way down to the 2-yard line on the triple option. This is the first touchdown of the game. Gunnar Talkington on the triple option keeper. Here's Barnum to Frober. This is a big rushing game for Frober, but the question of the night is why can't Battleground play in the second half? Barnum shovel pass here to Skylar Martin. There's the deep pass to Randall for Talkington. Not enough air attack tonight for the Tigers. And in the end, does them in. Here's the second touchdown. Buckner takes it around. Remember, folks, this game was 14-3 going into halftime. The Storm rattle off 14 unanswered points to pick up the 17-14 victory. The next highlight here should be Skyview's first touchdown of the game. Barnum finds Pinckney over the middle, and he is gone. This is Talkington's response to that pass. He goes deep to Isaac Brundage. However, Tigers unable to score in the second half. This is just another nice play by Talkington, showing off the arm strength. Lots of highlights in this game, not a lot of scoring. Barnum with the rush that set up the Storm's game-winning touchdown and the late hit there by Max Randall that really helped them secure that. And another just beautiful connection between Barnum and Pinckney.
That was a beautiful play.
In the back corner of the end zone.
That was the prettiest play of the night.
In a sloppy game full of penalties and fumbles, the final score 17-14.
So Battleground didn't score in the second half. As you said, they were winning 14-3, and they never scored again. They got down to the 7-yard line in the third quarter, and Skyview held. They missed that field goal. They were going to go for it on, what was it, 3rd or 4th and 3-ish, and they decided to kick the field goal, and the timing looked like it was off. And it never materialized. The ball didn't go very far, never had a chance, landed maybe 5-10 yards short, and they never scored the entire second half. So Battleground needs to figure out its second half woes. There's going to be some frustrated kids in that locker room. And Skyview shows amazing resilience. They weren't doing anything, scored 3 points in the first half, they didn't do anything in the third quarter until that long bomb with about a minute 20 left in the third quarter. And from there, they grabbed the momentum. And Skyview wins, and they leapfrog, or they put themselves in good position here, and everyone on the heels of Camas. Well, everyone, I really appreciate you being with us for this broadcast. I'm Dan Tilkin. I'm with Channel 6. I anchor the 4 o'clock news. It's been my pleasure to be here alongside Leonard Berry doing the color commentating. I hope you enjoyed the night, and have a great Friday into your weekend. It's going to be raining like crazy, so stay safe. Hopefully you don't lose power, and hopefully you get to enjoy some good football games this weekend. So for Dan Tilkin and Leonard Berry, have a great night.
This VPS Game Time broadcast is brought to you in part by the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools, getting kids to school healthy, happy, and ready to learn. For more information, go to www.foundationforvps.org.